Hi, I'm Dr. Roxana Sandu. Welcome to the anti-aging series where we are going to explore the real biology behind why we age and what we can actually do about it. Today we are diving into epigenetics, the invisible switchboard that controls how your genes behave and why that matters more than ever if you want to stay vibrant, clear-minded and full of energy as the years go by. This is not about hacking your DNA, it's about learning how to work with it. So imagine your DNA like a massive, elegant instruction manual, thick, complex, written in a four-letter language with very single detail about how to build and maintain your body. And here is the twist, not every chapter is being read the same way. Some pages are highlighted and read every single day, while others are covered in scribbles, crossed out, or left completely untouched. And some, well, they are so crumpled and faded your body barely remembers they were there. This is epigenetic, and understanding how it works, how your body chooses which parts of your DNA to turn on or off, could radically shift how you think about aging, health, and what's really within your control. Because here is the truth, your DNA may be fixed, but how it's used, that's still being edited every single day. So let's break this down. Your DNA is like a playlist. You're born with it. It doesn't change. You've got all the same tracks from the moment you're born to the moment you die. But epigenetics, that's the DJ. It decides which songs get played on repeat and which get skipped entirely. It sets the volume, the tempo, and the mood. It can crank up a healing track or drown you in a loop of inflammatory noise. This DJ works through chemical tags, tiny molecules that sit on your DNA or the proteins around it, acting like light switches or dimmer dials. These tags don't alter your genetic code, they just influence how loudly or softly each gene gets expressed. And here is where it gets really fascinating. These tags are not just written by your biology, your environment like food, sleep, stress, your thoughts, they all leave fingerprints on your genes. In other words, you are co-authoring your own genetic story. So, how does this tie into aging? As we get older, our epigenetic mark starts to drift. The well-tuned symphony of gene expression becomes more like a jazz gone off the rails. Genes that were supposed to stay quiet, the ones involved in chronic inflammation, stress, tumor growth, suddenly get louder. And those responsible for repair, detox, and regeneration, they start whispering. And as a result, slow recovery, wrinkles, brain fog, fatigue, weakened immunity, and the feeling that something inside you is running down. It's not just wear and tear. It's miscommunication inside your cellular control room. If you want the proof, just look at the identical twins. They're born with the same DNA. But if one spends life in high stress, low sleep, ultra-processed foods, and the other lives actively, eat whole foods, sleep well, they age very, very different. The difference is not fate, it's epigenetics. Now here's the exciting part. Unlike your DNA, your epigenetics are malleable. You can rewrite a book, but you can change which chapters your body is reading. So what you can actually do to nudge your gene expression in the right direction. Let's start with the obvious but the powerful ones, like movement, daily physical activity, especially resistance training and interval-based exercise. They all send strong signals to genes involved in metabolism, inflammation, and repair. You're like literally giving your cells instructions to stay youthful and resilient. Nutrition is another big lever. Whole food rich in polyphenols like berries, greens, olive oil, turmeric, they all act like highlighters for healing genes. Fiber feeds your microbiome, which in turn whispers healthy messages to your immune and nervous systems. On the flip side, ultra-processed food, high sugar, chronic alcohol intake, they all blur the genetic script. Sleep is not just rest. It's your nightly epigenetic reset. During deep sleep, your body repairs DNA, clears out damaged cells, and rewrites beneficial genetic patterns. If you miss sleep regularly, and those healing nodes get lost in the noise. Stress is another big one. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, which scrambles gene expression and accelerates epigenetic drift. But here is the good news. Even short bursts of mindfulness like breathing, journaling, walking in nature send you genes calming, stabilizing signals. But what about the trendier stuff like supplements and biohacking? Can we really hack our genes into aging backwards? Well, the science is growing. Some natural compounds show promise in modulating epigenetic pathways like resveratrol, which is found in red grapes, that activates sirtuins, the proteins linked to longevity. Curcumin has been shown to suppress inflammatory genes expression. NAD boosters like NMN and NRA support DNA repair and mitochondrial health, both tied to epigenetic regulation. There are also some cutting-edge stuff like Yamanaka factors, a combo of 4 genes that can reset cellular age in mice. We are talking about turning back the biological clock, not just stopping it, but winding it anyways. In humans, we are still in early experimental stages, and the risk is not known yet. So for now, your best tools isn't the fountain, it's your daily life. You want practical? Here's what helps your genes dance gracefully through time. Move your body with intention, a walk, a stretch, a full workout. It all counts. Eat from earth. The more colors on your plate, the more supportive the message to your genes. Sleep like it's your job. It's not a luxury, it's most affordable anti-aging treatment you've got. Breathe. Journal, laugh, whatever keeps you stressed down. That's you doing epigenetic editing. Cut back on what harms like smoking, heavy drinking, too much sitting, screen overstimulation, and the most important one, consistency. This is not about perfection, it's about rhythm. Your body is listening every day, so your genes are taking notes. So what does the future hold? Right now, researchers are working on epigenetic clocks, tools that estimate your biological age based on gene expression patterns. Some early lifestyle studies have shown that it's possible to reverse this clock by up to 3 years in just 8 weeks. Not by taking a miracle pill, but by sleeping better, eating cleaner, moving more, and managing stress. Let that sink in. You're not stuck with the default settings you're born with. You can literally update your internal software. It's not magic, it's epigenetics. So here's my question for you. What message are you sending to your genes today? Is it one of repair, resilience, and vitality, or is it cluttered, chaotic, and tired? Because here is the empowering part. You are in control mode. You get to tune the music, you get to adjust the lights, you don't need to change the playlist, you just need to play the best parts again and again. Leave a comment and tell me, what's one small daily habit that makes you feel younger, more alive, and more you? If you're still wondering whether aging is still downhill, remember this, your genes are not your fate, your choices are. And your next choice may just rewrite your future. See you in the next episode. Stay curious, stay kind to yourselves, and remember, you are more editable than you think.